Good morning everybody, it's Monday morning. We are in Gatwick in London and we are about to fly off to Stockholm. Come with us. So we finally made it. We are in Stockholm. Now, we went a bit quiet this afternoon because quite frankly we were absolutely shattered. But we are going somewhere a bit interesting now. So it's our first night. We kind of had a little recce round and a look at everything and we will be sharing that with you later. But we're going to a restaurant called, Restaurant Prinsen, which is quite a famous restaurant in Stockholm that does kind of very traditional Swedish food, but with a little bit of flair and flourish. I think it opened in like 1897 or something like that. So we're going to go and have meatballs and absorb all of the fabulousness that's there. We'll take some sneaky pictures as well while we're there too. Welcome to Stockholm. This is our first morning. We've just had breakfast. We are going to take a walk around, but most importantly we are on our way to the ABBA Museum. I am extremely excited. Now, I wouldn't call myself a super fan, but I appreciate the music, as the song goes, kind of, and I also appreciate the campness of ABBA. So I've got massive expectations for this museum. So we made it, very, very excited. So might need to explain that even though we are at the ABBA Museum and stuff that we show you, we can't play the music because we would probably get demonetised, copyrighted and all of those good things. So you have to use your imagination, put ABBA Gold on while you're watching it, and we'll fill it with some very inappropriate music, I'm sure. But we are super excited and we're about to go in. This is a massive disappointment. Let's see if it's worth seeing anything. So what a nightmare. So we just got here and they've stopped everybody, and apparently and it was really storming yesterday before we got here. It's closed half the museum. I am devastated and they don't know when it's going to come back. So we're going to see half of the museum. I guess we'll just have to come back to Stockholm again. So this is really depressing. This is the end of the exhibit, and this is the only thing that is there. So sad. All of the costumes, everything are in the water damaged exhibit, so we just can't go in there. Gutted. So that was really disappointing. All of the good stuff, all of the proper exhibit, all of the old things completely closed, and thankfully nothing's damaged, but it's still mortifying and I'm gutted. So we're going to go and find something else, but we did go to the shop and I did buy a t-shirt, even though I don't deserve it because I haven't seen the museum. But they said they'd update on Instagram tomorrow, and we'll see whether we can try and make it before we leave on Friday. Fingers crossed. So we need to get out of our ABBA funk. So we've decided to shift the itinerary forward and we are going to set foot into the Vasa Museum. So the Vasa ship is kind of like the Mary Rose for Sweden. It had its maiden voyage and sunk on exactly the same day, was at the bottom of the seabed, and they managed to bring it upwards, or well, to the surface, and it is fully preserved in there and supposed to be absolutely spectacular. So let's go and see it. So this is what it should look like, well did look like, and here it is now. The sheer size of it is something else. It is just unbelievable. It's so different. I know exactly how this lad feels on a daily basis. Yeah, general expression of all day. So what you'll notice is the sky is beautifully blue and clear and gorgeous, and it's sunny, but it's actually 7 o'clock at night. It's bizarre for somebody who comes from like London, where it's like the latest it gets is like 9 o'clock till it gets dark. If you're lucky, it's actually not going to get dark here until 10:30 tonight, and then it only gets dark till 3:30 in the morning. So as mad as that is, it is a really, really lovely time to come here. So we are just off to dinner, going to a restaurant called Asian Post Office, which is kind of this trendy place full of cocktails and loveliness. As per usual, I won't film like this in the restaurant because I don't want to disturb the other people that are there, but I will get some sneaky shots, especially as they are famous for one particular cocktail. And here it is, the cocktail of the moment, the Thai basil. So this is everywhere on the internet. This is one that everyone's going to talk about. Paulie's gone for a virgin one because obviously he doesn't drink. So yeah, let's give it a go and see if it's worth the hype. It's definitely worth the hype. So, Asian Post Office, if you are coming to Stockholm, you need to book it. The food was just phenomenal.
Amazing.
So good. And the service was just ridiculous.
The staff were great. What I really liked was every dish was, the menu was a little bit confusing to start with, but the recommendations were top, and to talk through it was so friendly.
And she was so cute as well. Like, seriously, everyone there was stupidly good looking, which is a great thing. We love that. We love it. Oh, obviously we blended in, you know, because I look really like I come from this end of the world. But yeah, absolutely top. So impressed. So would you believe it is like nearly 10 o'clock here at the moment, and it is daylight. It is so nice. I can't even imagine what it must be like for people's body clocks over here with all these different, you know, the long nights in the winter and the long days in the summer. So we're gonna have a little stroll round, and then we are probably gonna go to bed because we've got an early start tomorrow, and we'll see you all then. Good morning everyone. It is another beautiful day in Stockholm. It's going to get to like 27 today. It's absolutely stunning, but again, I say this for everything that I'm going to see, but this is one I'm really excited about. So we are at Skansen. It is a outdoor museum. It's actually the oldest outdoor museum in Sweden, and I think worldwide or something like that. But it's kind of a celebration of Swedish life and Swedish animals. There's bears and otters in a natural environment, may I add. We don't do zoos on this channel, we're not into that, and it's going to be really exciting. So let's go and have a look. So we just went to Meatball for the People, which is kind of held as being like the ultimate place to go to eat in Stockholm. It's kind of casual food, very trendy. I'm not going to lie, I'm disappointed. Meatballs were spectacular. I've got to give them that. The meatballs were excellent. But the mash was instant, like instant potatoes. And it wasn't cheap. You know, they were £20 a plate if you work out the conversion, really. So yeah, it was a bit pricey for what it was. We ordered a couple of drinks that never arrived, and even though the staff were lovely, it just felt like it's maybe lost what made it so popular sort of 10 years ago. Hate to be negative. Again, as I said, the meatballs were excellent. The margarita I had was really good, but it just seems like they're really catering for more of a in and out crowd now. We were really lucky. We didn't have to queue to get in. We walked straight in. If I'd have waited sort of 30 minutes for the meal that we had, I probably would have been a bit disappointed. But it's such a shame because everything else we've had has been spectacular. Good morning. You may notice where we are again. It was on Instagram yesterday. It is back. I don't think all of the exhibits are open, but at least most of it is open. So fingers crossed we will finally be able to do the ABBA Museum after yesterday's nightmare. So cross your fingers. So we just finished the ABBA Museum and we finally got here after Monday's false start, or Tuesday's false start, and it was so worth it. It was unbelievable. It's like going to a gig. It's that kind of build up of music and the visuals and stuff like that. I'm so pleased we got to see it, and if you are in Stockholm, or even if you're not, travel, come and see it. It's magnificent. You'll love it.
Sacrifice her tomorrow. But she's nice. I won't sacrifice her. She gives me chocolate.
There is nothing in this world I love more than a dark ride. Historical theme park, it's just the best thing ever. It's like the borough market of Stockholm, just absolutely stunning. And I don't know what I want to eat. I want to eat everything, like it's Food and Wine Festival, World Showcase in Epcot. So I'm going to get involved. Good morning from Sweden again, and happy Midsummer's Eve. It's a really big festival here for the next couple of days. It's a big public holiday, but sadly we are flying home this evening. It has been an immense trip. It's been fantastic, but we are very sad to leave. This morning our flight's not until 5, so we're going to head over to Gamla Stan, which is the old town. It is a bit of a tourist trap, I'm not going to lie, but it is really, really beautiful to go and see. So we're gonna... So this is the narrowest street in Stockholm, and I give it its dues. It's pretty narrow, but it is extremely cool because it's really hot here today. So I might just hang out in the alleyways for a bit. Yeah, it's it's really, really narrow. Paul, do the arm thing so we can see how narrow it is.
Okay.
Narrow?
Very narrow.
Okay. And that truly is it. That was 4 days in Stockholm. We've had the most amazing time, and it really does show that somewhere that you instantly think is going to be better in the winter is not the case. It has been glorious in the summer. It really has. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you again in Paris.